The modding platform Modrinth has just released a brand new type of project for the first time in years, and it could actually be a game changer, especially for those running a modded Minecraft server. Because it is generally known that the most annoying thing about running a modded server is that every single player that wants to join your server also has to mod their own game. Otherwise, the client and the server are not compatible and the player can simply not join. Now, everyone having to mod their game to even join a server, that simply means less players. Believe it or not, even though in this small little community here it may seem like everyone is just modding their game, the reality is most simple and casual Minecraft players never mod their game whatsoever and don't even know how to do it. So for them to join a modded server, that's gonna take some effort, which is how the developers over at Modrinth came up with a potentially game-changing feature: server projects. A new project type made for seamless modded multiplayer on Modrinth. Do double check if you're subbed to the channel. The vast majority of my daily viewers are not, and I would appreciate it so much if you did. We could read through Modrinth's whole blog post, seeing what they wrote about it, but the feature is actually already live on their platform, so we can just test it for ourselves. Here on Modrinth, you will see under Discover Content, there is a brand new tab called Servers. Don't let it fool you, this is not Modrinth servers, their hosting company, that's a completely separate thing. These are the server projects. And this here kinda works like a server list, but then better. So right away, we get a big list with servers. Over here it shows what type of server it is, where the server node itself is located, which can be helpful if you want a high ping, for example on a PvP server. And you can even see how many players are currently online on the server. That is the first number. And the second number is how many players have decided to play this server here directly from Modrinth. So how does it work? The server owner creates a project here on Modrinth. They give it a name and a description. They tell everyone what the server is about, and then they provide their server IP, so mr.cobblegalaxy.com. But you can see down here there is also required content. This is the mod pack that is required to play on this modded Minecraft server. When we click on the mod pack, we will actually be taken there. So the mod pack is already up here live on Modrinth. Seems like it has been in use for a while now, but now it is also linked to this server. And this is all mostly useful if you're using the Modrinth app. In other words, their own official launcher. Because what we can do here from the Modrinth app is go to Discover Content. You will see that the brand new Servers tab is now here. So we simply click on there. And now we can look for a server which we want to join. For example, Cobblemon Delta. That sounds fun. Why not? What we can do is click on play and it will give me an installation notice. Content required. This server requires mods to play. Click on install to set up the required files from Modrinth, then launch directly into the server. That sounds pretty cool. You can here see which mod pack it's actually gonna install. You can also click on view contents if you want to see more. This will just bring up the whole mod list so you can see exactly what it's gonna be installing. There's no way to exclude any mod from this list. It's only an overview. I cannot decide to not get apple skin because it is not required to join the server. It is just there. But if we now want this mod pack, we can click on install. We gotta wait for a bit. There we go. The installation is now complete. You can see we're instantly able to click on launch and it will probably just launch the game. But because we now have the instance installed, we can also just click on play and there we go. It is now just gonna boot Minecraft using the required instance and it's gonna boot us directly into the server. So there we go. I'm still doing nothing. It's booting Minecraft and I'm not even taken to the main menu. It literally directly boots me into the game. The resource pack is still downloading, that's fine, but I didn't even see the main menu. I didn't have to click any button or enter any IP. I'm just booted into the server directly, probably using Mojang's Quick Play API, something which the Modrinth app also utilizes, by the way. And now we can just go ahead and play. It's as simple as that. And here on the Modrinth app, when we go to library, you can see that Cobblemon Delta is here. This is actually the instance specifically, but when we click on here, you can see that currently it is linked linked to Cobblemon Delta. And this is actually the server. There we go. It can become kind of confusing when both have the same name. So this first Cobblemon Delta, that's the mod pack, and this Cobblemon Delta is the server. But it is a really cool and seamless system. And if you're looking for a cool modded server to join, you can literally just boot the Modrinth app, go to the servers tab, and then scroll around until you find a server that you want to join. Now there is also a vanilla filter, which means that even normal vanilla servers that don't require a mod pack, you're able to add here to Modrinth. So it is also just a way to give your server more visibility. You know, all of those server lists out there? Very cool, but not that many people go to a server list website to look for a new server to play on. It happens every once in a while, but you still have to kind of go out of your way to look for it and find one. This is just directly on Modrinth, a platform you're probably already on a lot if you're very active in the Minecraft modding scene. So it is just an incredible place to be on and advertise your server. And in case your server does require a mod pack, you can just link it up directly, so players don't have to look for what mod pack they need to join. No, they can just click on play, Modrinth will download all the necessary files, and you can be playing in literal minutes. I think this is an absolutely awesome feature and a really good idea overall. It is both gonna be incredible for owners of modded Minecraft servers, but vanilla servers too. They now have an extra way to advertise directly on Modrinth. I've never really been a big fan of server lists because usually they just don't work that well. Main reason being that most people that go to a server list website are people that want to advertise their own server on that website. And not that many casual players will go around looking for server list websites to find the next server they're gonna play on. But having it baked into Modrinth, not a bad idea at all. So now I'm curious. What do you think about the new server projects on Modrinth? Do let me know in the comments down below. And with that being said, that's all for today. Do make sure to subscribe to the channel, join my Discord. Thank you so much, channel members. And then I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. See you later. Bye bye.